I can pull up with that, shoot back at that. Banging my chest and my head on the lock. Feeling like walking flock of flame. I put the opposition out the game. I'm out the pocket, but I rock with the game. We attacking, better stand back and watch a run. Shotgun come with the options and big blitz.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. On first down, Lance. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Now Lance. Into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Edmonds a first down and more. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Jacobs. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Jacobs his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. They'll roll him out right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. To the air, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Flush to his right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll buy some time right. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big gain there for the Bills. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 2nd down at 4. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Nice little juke. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lance going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lance looking to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Allen's throw is complete, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. The quick slant caught. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Jacobs again. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, it's Lance. Again, looking for Samuel. This time the catch made. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now, how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. Lance, he's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way down to the 5. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
On 2nd and goal, Lance feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Lance. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Lance to throw it. Eluding the pressure. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Trey Lance taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Lance. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Lance. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Trey Lance, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
Well, partner.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On play action, Allen escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And the Bills are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Lance finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Allen off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Now Allen. Being chased out left. First down and more for Allen. And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that will cut the lead down to 15. Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills cut into that lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st down, Allen. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Than a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Allen. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Allen.
He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds.
That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And out across midfield down to the 45. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And just like that, it's 3rd down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Now Lance.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Allen going to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. First throw now for the backup lock, eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Bills!
Jamar Chase,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bills are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now for the point after.
And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
On the move to his left. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line.
Throwing now is Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will find his man Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Lance going to throw.
Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tony Pollard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They fake the handoff, now Locke. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there for the Bills. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A good running there by Jacobs on first down as he's able to take this forward for a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw it is Locke. Flushed out right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Into the red zone, it's Locke. This one brought in by Jefferson. A gain of 6 there on first. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Now a give to Edmonds. Fighting off the defender. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Edmonds. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Locke to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this?
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. T. Higgins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lance's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Block off of play action. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun snap to Locke. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Locke to throw for it on fourth. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big gain there for the Bills. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Locke. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Touchdown! It's complete. Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They fake the handoff, now Lance. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
On play action, Lance.
Rolling to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hit.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 50 yards.
today, from MetLife Stadium in
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Lance now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Lance now on 1st down. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Jets will take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw, it's Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Left side, it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They're going deep for Hill. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they called pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easy. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for the Dolphins. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Flush to his right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
McPherson's kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Bring in the second string.
The way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance taking a shot for Samuel. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker. C.J. Mosley. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. On 2nd down and 4, Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lance. He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let... Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. We're in. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. We're in the 3rd quarter, and it's... Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. We're in the 3rd quarter, and it's the Dolphins who are in possession of the football. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Play action. Now it's Lance. And going deep for Hill.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. Now a play fake. Lance. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this... Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Forced out to his left. Able to find Shaheen here. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Dolphins on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Trey Lance
with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year.
And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And going deep for Hill.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Working from the gun, Lance.
And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an off.
Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They go back to Pollard on second down. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And incomplete on the deep ball. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
2nd and 4. And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Miami. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 2. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. They'll look to throw again. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And this one's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. The Browns D locked in on third down. Brings up fourth. McPherson's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Welcome you back to First Energy Stadium here on the lakefront in Cleveland. We welcome you back to First Energy Stadium here on the lakefront in Cleveland. It's the Dolphins in possession of the football as we rejoin the action in quarter number 2.
And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he gets it up past the 35.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught. A big play there for the Dolphins. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half.
A quick slant to Hill.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
They're going to look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw.